Hmm. There's a lot of area here we can go to. Galbadia Garden. Okay, what one? I'll go to the garden first. I think we're gonna miss out on things if we just go there, but at the same time, I'd like to see what's the next step is. Okay. New things. Did not mean to do that. Float. 3 floats. Ultra waves. Excellent. Wilhelmel is furious. Oh, good for you. Full heal. We really need it. Excellent. Ah. Weird creature in this game. So I suppose that's every Final Fantasy game though. Looks like a bigger garden than the previous one. More organized and professional too. Who do I report to here? Wow, completely different. Sure is quiet. I like it. Could you leave this one up to me? I've been here several times and I know the headmaster pretty well. I'll go and explain our situation. Might as well keep Renoa in the party because she'll learn her limit abilities based on the amount of walking she does. Speaking of that, has she made any progress in the front? Yeah, I don't recall any notification. Make all party members invincible. Revive party member from knockout. Invincibility seems more Uh, more tempting at this point. More tempting. I don't think we need. Attention, seat party from Balam Garden, please report to something. Second floor or something. But I doubt we have enemies here. Second floor reception. Yeah, I have no idea where I'm going. Yeah, second floor reception room, I got it, but there has to be directions somewhere. Where exactly do I need to go? Hidden draw point. Paste. Go forward, I'm sure there's a way up somehow. How long are they gonna make us wait? Not low. How did it go? They understand our situation. And Balam Garden is safe. The attack on the president in Timber was classified as an independent action. There was an official notice from the Galbadian government saying that Balam Garden is not being held responsible. So Cypher is taking all the blame. The trial's over and the sentence has been carried out. He was executed. Of course he was. He attacked the president. He sacrificed himself for the forest house. It was your group that got Cypher involved in all this. You're a resistant faction, right? You must have been prepared for the worst. I'm sure Cypher was prepared too. Yeah, I don't think he's dead. There was no hint of that in the meeting with the sorcerers that it would go that way. So I don't believe that for a second. And you don't build up a character conflict like that that's prominent even in the opening cinematic and then just kill him off screen somewhere. So don't think of it as Cypher sacrificing himself for you. I'm sorry, I guess that wasn't much consolation. I really liked him. He was always full of confidence, smart. Just by talking to him, I felt like I could take on the world. Your boyfriend? I really don't know. I think I was in love. I wonder how he felt. Do you still like him? If I didn't, I wouldn't be talking about it. It was last summer. I was 16, lots of fond memories. So she's been boning Cypher. Sort of wonder what kind of influence would that have been in Cypher's behavior in general. I mean, possibly being sort of involved in a resistant fighter. Must have been sort of a dull change to go back to just studying. I didn't like the guy, but executed. Yeah, I didn't like the guy either, executed. He was just a dick. I don't have any good memories of him. I've seen some troubled children, but he was beyond trouble. Well, he wasn't really a bad guy. You really hated Cypher, didn't you, Zell? Yeah, but he was from Garden. He was one of us. If I can, I want to get revenge. Why? One of us isn't particularly good reason to get up revenge when the guy did something to deserve the judgment. I liked him. Wasn't really a bad guy. Was one of us. Cypher, he'll become just a memory. Will they talk about me this way if I die too? Score was this and that, using past tense, saying whatever they want. Yes, of course. So this is what death is all about. Not for me. I won't have it. What's wrong, Squall? I won't have it. What? Are you mad? I'm not having anyone talk about me in the past tense. Oh shit. What a pointless thing to get mad about. If you're dead, you are not gonna give a shit what people talk about you. Well, you can... My view on that is more or less like this. My existence was perfectly unbothered for billions of years before I came into existence. And I'm willing to bet pretty much everything on the fact that when I die, I'm gonna return to that same state of awareness and being. Meaning, it's not gonna matter to me in one way or another, any way, shape or form. It's just over, and that'll be it. What the hell did Zell get here? Yo, Squall! What are you doing here? What am I doing? I'm a messenger, you know. Brought you a new order from Headmaster's, did you know? What kind of order? I don't know. Gave it to the head honcho here. Just did what the Headmaster's did wanted, you know. Explain. We were supposed to go to Timber, but the trains have stopped, so we had no other choice but to come here, and we were relieved to see you guys here. Cypher? Oh yeah, wasn't Cypher with you? I believe Cypher may be dead. I heard he was tried in Galbadia and then executed. Lies! That's gotta be a lie, you know. There's no way he'd put up with a trial, you know.
Or an execution for that matter. It's just so not Cypher, you know.
Find!
Yeah, Fujin shouts one-word sentences. Oh, what? We're gonna meet up with Cypher? Well, see you, Squall. We're gonna head off to Galbadia to look for him. Yeah, even they aren't convinced. Front gate. Apparently I was supposed to talk to people here.
Okay, it's time to meet. Let's go. He's pretty late. Let's just wait here. The master should be coming with our orders soon. Oh, I think that's him. Just pretend I'm a C2. It'll be less complicated that way.
Martine. Good day. I have official orders from Headmaster Sid addressed to you. Following regulations, I have gone over these orders. After a careful consideration of our options, we have decided to fully assist and cooperate with Headmaster Sid. Actually, we too have been planning for this for quite some time now. In order to stress the importance of this mission, I must first brief you on the current situation. At ease. You all know about the sorceress being appointed as the peace ambassador for the Galbadian government. However, this ambassador thing is just a cover-up. There will be no peace talks, only threats. The sorceress creates fear among the people, therefore peace talks are impossible. Galbadia is planning to use this fear to negotiate favorable conditions for itself. It is clear that Galbadia's ultimate goal is world domination, well, of course. Garden is no exception either. It is a fact that the sorceress is planning to use this garden as her base. We have very few options available to us. We entrust world peace and the future to you. Why would I suddenly do this ridiculous salute thing in the middle of his speech? How would you know when to do that anyway? Are you gonna practice that? Someone's holding a speech and you have to practice the correct times when you just suddenly salute in acknowledgement? Details of the mission are enclosed in these official orders. Any questions? The orders say by means of a sniper. We have no one with that skill. Don't worry about it. Let me introduce an elite sharpshooter from Galbadia Garden. Kines, Irvine Kines. Holy shit, a man with a firearm. This is Irvine Kineas. He will be your sharpshooter. Leave whenever you are ready. Failure is not an option. Bang! Why are you being ridiculous, Irvine? Why couldn't you just be a guy who uses a weapon? It's not totally ridiculous. Still, looking at our options, I'm sure he'll do fine. I mean, it's like the competition against using Irvine is very tough here. We have a silly girl who teehehehes or constantly. We have that idiot goddamn Zell, overactive Zell, who doesn't really think about anything. So Quistis is pretty much the only sensible character so far. I suppose Rinoa to a certain extent. Rinoa might be a bit naive, but she hasn't been a total jackass at any point. Looks like I'm with you rubes from Balam. Greetings. So, why do you have to overreact to everything? Yeah, that is why you're not gonna be part of the team. You cool with me helping you? That depends on your attitude. I say things that get a rise out of some people. Just don't let it bother you and we'll get along fine. So let me be an asshole, just don't let it bother you. We'll see. So far, not a complete asshole. We'll see. I shouldn't put him together with Zell. Yeah, probably not. I'll remember that. I think we get going. Apparently no, because he's not with us.
What kind of orders did we get?
Our next mission? This is no ordinary mission. It's a direct order from both Balam and Galbadia Garden. We are to assassinate the sorceress. We're to shoot her from afar. Kineas will be our sharpshooter. We are to support Kineas to our fullest. Should the sniper fail, we are to attack head on. Thanks for the support, but I never miss my target. Eliminate the sorceress? That's our order. We're going to head to the capital of Galbadia, Galing City. There we'll meet up with General Caraway to go over the details of the plan. Let's get going. Well then, we'll need to choose a party for the trip to Galing City. We might as well give Ernie. How's this? He wants to go with the young ladies. That's no good. I'll decide. Might as well give Irvin a try here. He's not an insufferable asshole. We might keep him. Although, in many ways, Selfie's actual limit break abilities are very convenient for us at the moment. Full heal. And I suppose she can cast some free magic, but the full heal is by far the best so far, because we don't really have that many options to heal this many hit points. Still. What is your limit break anyway? There. Excellent choice, Mr. Leader. I may need to switch party members often. Let me just confirm how to go about it. Seriously. Tutorial on switching mechanics. This is sort of a problematic system, but it's still in a way improvement over the Final Fantasy VII system, because now you have a selection of characters that can constantly switch around. So you have to have a good mechanism to switch around the Guardian Force sets. I get that, and it's good that they tried something. Having to manually constantly change everything, it would be very, very bothersome. The problem here is twofold. One is that to a large extent the characters themselves become pointless because they are mainly defined by the Guardian forces attached to them. But there's another sort of a problem, and that is exactly this. Without the Guardian forces, your characters are absolutely worthless, and you can't sort of spread them around. They have to be constantly with the group that are actually doing things to get the necessary experience, to get the abilities you need to succeed in the game. I think 9 has a sort of a fairly elegant solution to this. There are classes there, in a way, but it's sort of a in a way equipment-based system, that you have abilities based on equipment, but it has a nice twist to it. You learn the abilities from equipment, but once you've learned them, gain enough blah 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 points in the system, it becomes a permanent part of your character. So it doesn't, even if you have your character switch around, they'll still have a core group of abilities that they can always rely on. Their commands aren't relied on using as some kind of a specialty Guardian Force. And at the same time, because there are certain limitations on who can wear what or learn what, they are distinct characters, very distinct. Not sure if we're gonna go to the Galbadia or whatever the capital is. Dailing City immediately. We can probably get there by train. We haven't explored any area around here, which means we haven't encountered a lot of creatures, which means we haven't gotten a lot of experience, we haven't got a lot of abilities, we haven't got a lot of spells, so we want to at least take a look. Irvin, oh, I forgot to tell you, for my limit break shot, pull the trigger with the E. Got it. No. Cure. Ooh, Quistis says nothing. Why not? Was it... Who the hell was it? I'm pretty sure Quistis had abilities. Let me know. Loads. I want to test Irvin's limit break once. I think I know what it is, but I'd like to get a confirmation. Normal emission, sure. Yeah, not exactly impressive. I think there's different kind of ammunition, but you more or less suffer from the same shit. So you only have a handful of very unimpressive attacks. So Diablos learned status magic. Fine. Who the hell has the GF? Irvine. Renoa. Yeah, give me a selfie. I can see her being extremely beautiful. Irvine, not so much. Utility over annoyance factor. We're probably going to get rid of Selfie though at some point, but who would take her place? There aren't that many characters in this game. Are there even more than this though? I'm not even sure about that. Surely there's more than 6. Are they though? I can't recall for the life of me. Well, 6 isn't too bad. 7, 8 at maximum. Quizzes and Squall, I like both of those. But yeah, who's the next one? Zell would have a lot of very basic attacks that you could just repeat for a huge amount of typical attacks. Irvin sort of has shit as limit break. No, well, she has certain interesting things, I'll give her that. Since I haven't seen anyone else do, and Selfie is more about her full recovery is pretty much the only reason I even bother with her at the moment. So I don't know. Don't know. Card. I certainly would like the card ability too. Now that I think about it, I'm fairly confident I need that ability before I can get the refine from cards, which will be essential in many ways. So that means we would have to fight against something. Dark side. I have no idea what it is. Hit point junction is probably one important skill too. But I'll take encounter half. What's encounter rate per half? Who do you have? Selfies. No, I want something else. Encounter half probably has encounter none as the follow-up ability. I want hit point junction. Because I want every member of the 3-man party to have the higher amount of hit points. So I need a third Guardian Force that has it. Okay, that's where we have to go if we want to go forward. I zoom out a little bit. I think the forest and what's there would be a better place to go. We did get some screws from some of the opponents we faced here, which is important because I think they were part of weapon upgrades. We could certainly use those creatures on the left, slithering on the ground. Belhelmel is furious. Of course it is. How wouldn't it be? sort of looking at our options. Aura. I think this is that thing that you use to trigger specialty attacks. Limit break. Yeah. Screws, geezer cards. It gets status magic. Yeah. Define status magic from an item. No? Yes. Silences. Bios. Sleeps. Bios. Breaks. Bio. 1 soft equals 3 breaks. Venom Fangs would have been an easy thing to get at the early stage of the game, where the gigantic robot was. There were the gigantic snakes, they dropped the Venom Fangs. 20 bios, probably an interesting thing. So, moving on. Yeah, these guys are good opponents for us, as far as I'm concerned. Screws, that's what they offer. Apparently, humankind has lost the skill to make screws, so we have to kill monsters for them. It only makes sense. I have no idea how many do we need. They're probably all in the upgrade journals. Probably should read one to confirm it. Wizard, Thunder, Hoorah! No. Drain. Thundera. Cure. Thundaga. What's this? Yeah, it just isn't all that powerful, just having the higher level spell. What you need is a lot of magical buffs. That's how you make the magic to actually do damage. What are our options here? We have the 2 paths. Same crap all over the place. Three blizzards. Nice and rapid, I like it. We probably should try casting some of the Guardian forces. I haven't used the gravity based one even once. Nor have I used the Siren. I don't actually know what they do. But I think the gravity base does exactly that. But I'm wondering about this, is Siren, is it status effect attack or not? I'm not gonna find out apparently. mean, does it even do damage in the first place? Road blocked. Yeah, definitely we are fairly well contained, so there isn't a lot of places we can go to, which is just fine. Places where we can go to, I do want to check out now. The extra screws, if nothing else, will be useful, so we can upgrade a weapon. Four screws and a steel pipe. Dragon fin, spider web, magic stone pieces. Steel pipe and screws. So yeah, that's the theme. Steel pipe and screws. We certainly have the screws necessary at the moment. No idea where we would get a steel pipe. Doesn't particularly matter, does it? Well, let Squall do the killing, but the rest can do draw. Eating wood. We can't exactly ignore the weapon upgrades. What is that? Timber. We can also have hidden draw points in the world map. That's certainly a possibility. It's not something you did think about, though. Ooh, this looks bad. Save space. That's some decent damage. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with full heal. Ultima. Is any good here? Well, it looks impressive, but do anything. 1,800 damage. Yeah, it's slightly better than the normal spell attacks. Yeah, maybe the encounter half wouldn't be a bad idea. Generally, in certain situations, you don't want to go through this. What the hell is that? Sort of headless gorilla. Berserk. I'll suck a few of those. I would imagine the protection from Berserk would be more useful than anything else. But we don't really have status protections either now. Break. What is break? Show me break. What does break do? Ah, it's a turn to stone attempt. So petrify would be a more accurate name for it. Yeah, this guy doesn't want to go down. Steel orb. Steel orb with gravitational power. I wonder... 15 demis per steel orb. Then draw point blizzard. One blizzard, probably. I think we're pretty much going to go around this little bit of a lake here and then head back where we came from. See what we can find in the forest areas and others. It looks like there's certainly hidden points here, draw points, but I don't think we're gonna get anything too valuable out of them. The likeliest thing we are gonna get from them is more experience or abilities for the Guardian forces, which certainly is a welcome thing. We have a lot of refined abilities now. We're only really missing the turn cards into items. If we could do that, that would open up a lot of options for us. Magic plus 20%. Magic plus 40%. Ooh. Oh fuck, I haven't really assigned any abilities. Can't do shit. Strength plus 20%, magic plus 20%. Vitality plus 20%. Spirits. Can we junction something into spirits? We don't have a lot of magic. Didn't mean to do that. Elemental effect, I don't think I want any. Always a risk involved there. I'd rather keep it pure. Unless you have some kind of special target you want to go after. It doesn't seem to be that there's too much variation in enemies you'll face in a single area. It's more or less, I guess, what we expected anyway. We are getting feathers from these flying creatures, so maybe we could get the air motif from them. It could also be a fairly powerful thing. Card. Card mod. Refine items from card. Yes, yes, and more yes. 80 ability points. Fairly expensive, but it's certainly, in my opinion at least, worth it. We don't have a lot of cards though, so at certain points we do have to go and play the game. Their specialty characters would basically play, or risk at least, their own specialty cards against us. Normal cards might be things like normal monsters, and you have to have a certain number of them to be able to refine into single something useful, or something like that. Specialty card would be one of a kind, and it can probably be refined to tens, if not hundreds pieces of something useful. Depends on the rarity of the item it refines to. Lightning Wind. Into 20 arrows. Yeah, I think someone's gonna get 20 arrows. Selfie, maybe. Quistis. Quistis doesn't have a lot of magic. Having a little bit of arrow there, that could be just the thing she needs. 31. 39. How about the spirits? 18. Whatever. It did help her a lot. She should have fairly substantial melee attack capability now. So at least she's actually useful. And Venom Fangs! Ooh, excellent. This would allow us to get bios. Stop. I think we have one Venom Bang, so we basically would need 4 more. Not sure how many of these we have to kill to get that. They are fairly tough. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Not that it matters, everyone has use for more cures. If you're lucky, this might be the type of creatures where basically you're guaranteed to get the Venom Fang. So we would only have to have another encounter like this to get the 100 bios. I haven't seen it through any other source really. It's probably something that's at least as useful as arrow or water magic. Once we have a few more Guardian forces, we'll have to really decide what sort of combinations make for smart builds. We want to have at least one who's focused on magic. Sometimes that's very useful. So only one guaranteed Venom Fang. I'm not that set up on bios that I want to stay there farming those. Although they do give a nice amount of AP too, which would certainly help to get the card refining on cards. And it is something very central, so we do have to have it. It's 80 points. Not something we can get immediately. Diablos learned in conjunction. Mug. Probably ability to steal items. 200 points. Yeah, I'm taking it. It sounds like it might be fun. We do have to switch things around. Don't have really anything to put into the hit point figure though. Still, I suppose when we get to our shop we can just I could make a caster out of her, I suppose, but also has strength. Already has strength. Can I find something in something? We just don't have the numbers. Well, zombie powder. Because that's a thing, apparently. It's not as effective as Kuraga, but pretty much tripled our hit points, so I'll take it. This must be the Oba Lake. What? Try humming. Black Shadow rose to the surface. Humming again. Black Shadow. Hello, human. What a lovely tune. There's something large there. Thanks for speaking to me again. Can you do me a favor? Okay. It's my friend, Mr. Monkey. Can you find him for me? Please? Mr. Monkey should be in a forest somewhere. Keep walking around and I'm sure you'll find him. What the fuck is that? Well, we have to go search for Mr. Monkey now, don't we? Although at the same time, I'm pretty sure we at least will unlock the ability to move around the world, at least to some extent at some point. We don't have to go looking for Mr. Monkey now, but at the same time he probably is close by, because this is where we got the suggestion to look for Mr. Monkey. Ooh, what is that? It has wings growing out of its head. Probably not healthy. Laser mushrooms, and I don't know what that is. kind of thunder chicken apparently. I think I'll go quickly visit nearby forests. See if we can stumble upon Mr. Monkey. Oh, timer. That can be healthy. But probably a little petrified Quistis. So it's basically a cockatrice. Ooh, 1000 points of damage. Excellent. So the strength boosts that one too. Coral fragments. Learn to blue magic electrocute. Excellent. Shiva learned Doom. Can now someone tell me what the hell Doom does? More vitality or more spirits? Elemental attack junction wouldn't hurt either. I guess more spirit. No, that's not good enough. Who has Shiva? Would be Quistis then. Doom. What the hell was Doom 2? Use Doom on one enemy. Yeah, thanks a lot. Now everything's clear. So, we had one item that gave up some kind of a blue magic ability. Quistis can learn blue magic electrocutes. How do you check those status? Damage one enemy, damage it, thunder damage to all enemies, damage all enemies. How many are these? Can't see. At least this many, this window, so quite a few. The forest looks like it could be from Mr. Monkey. Massive forest. No? There's a gorilla though. Almost the same thing. We'll let Quistis and Squall handle this one. Might as well test the electrocute just to see what it looks like. Ooh, the blue magic doesn't disrupt the sleep. Come on. Very ineffective. Do not like. Probably because it's not really vulnerable to electricity at all. Seal orb. That's another 15 demis. Ooh, a beach. No, more venom fangs. Okay, definitely not that powerful. It's about the same power range as the wave attack, so it's not particularly powerful. If we want to kill something, the laser eyes is still our best bet. So this will be the few remaining fights we'll do before heading back. And that's gonna take some time too though. Just because there's constant fighting everywhere. Counter... ooh. Fish fins. Certainly not a bad thing actually. These are a guarantee. We're guaranteed to get a fish fin out of each one. So even 2 fights here and we can get another 100 water for one. Still, I don't care. No, not particularly. More important is the increasing refinery abilities, and I think progressing the game. Mr. Monkey? Is Mr. Monkey in this forest? No, not Mr. Monkey. Yeah, you could burn a lot of time wandering around, exploring things, apparently. Not something I want to do, at least at the moment. I'd like to have a better way to move around. Maybe the encounter reductions. We want to search for Mr. Monkey type encounters. I don't know if they're counted among the encounters you are not gonna get. Actually, I don't even know how am I supposed to get Mr. Monkey, because it wasn't particularly an encounter. We met the water creature anyway. I was looking for hidden draw points, and it just talked to me. So maybe I would have to actually. It's not an encounter like this. It's something that you happen to click in a forest, you stumble upon one. By the way, we're getting the hell out of here. I get a perspective change. Thank you. Yep. So we just basically ran a long circle. Find something a little bit off there, but mostly just gain a little bit of abilities for Guardian Fortress. Okay. Steel orbs. We have enough steel orbs that we might be able to get a lot of demi attacks. Maybe enough to even get 100. Probably one of those spells that is very good to junction to some specific attributes at least. So you're gonna be immune to electrocute, aren't you? Maybe absorb it even. Okay, we're like 2 steps I took and immediately I need fight. Anyway, the train should be immediately behind the garden. No. Confusion is bad. Yeah, confusion is very bad. You're wasting my magic. I don't think we have counters with these. I think we have a couple of Isunas, but that's it. We don't really have that much on the item front kind of these. Haven't bothered to buy them. Probably should. Well, we have remedies, but the statuses we are under aren't that bad. I don't particularly want to use an item that could cure everything. We don't even have them. You have one, and it's junction. Oh. You cast it on yourself, I think. Evolve. Okay, there should be a train somewhere here. Yes. At least I want to get to the capital, or the capital area in general. Not sure if we have to take the train for it, but at the same time, as well. Shit. Bad breath. You're using Elden Elixir? Holy fuck, that confuses me. Wasting very good resources. Absolutely just throwing it away. That would have been Elixir. I think it's a full heal on an item. One of the more better items we've found so far, and this which is just threw it away. Man, this sucks.
What does?
You know, the war. You can tell the country's war. Okay. I don't want to listen to it. $3,000. Yep, let's pay it. We should easily be able to afford it. I've noticed we've gotten paid a couple of times. Where are the rest?
Aren't we leaving yet?
Okay, do we need to discuss this thing?
Is it the only train bound for Daling City anyway?
Perhaps it's fate.
So, what do we do about him? Shouldn't you go check on Selfie? Erwin just kind of went off. Shouldn't you check? Selfie, we're destined to be together. Yeah, right. A sigh of love. No! Pardon me? My heart's pounding. What is this I'm feeling? It's an important mission. Get used to handling pressure while you still can. Rinoa. Irvin Guinness, you're playing a major role in this mission. Now behave yourself. No one understands me. Sharpshooters are loners by nature, except by usually you, at least if you're sniping, you go in pairs, not one. No one goes alone. You have to have someone spotting. It makes things probably a lot faster anyway. And you're going to be staring from a sniper rifle. Probably aren't paying all that much attention to your immediate surroundings. Then we hone our instincts, pour our whole being into a single bullet. The pressure of the moment, an instant of tension. Are we still talking about sharpshooting? That's what I have to face alone. It's not easy. So like, just do me a favor and let me be. You get my drift? There was no damage to train, blah, blah, blah. No damage to train from that minor vibration. Trains, where exactly do we need to go here? Someone's house. Generalissimo. Some directions wouldn't hurt. Looks like a big city. Hey, do I need to talk to you two losers? Squall, we should get going. We're heading for Caraway's mansion. It's in the government district. We're here as backup from Galbadia garden. Well, our cover. It's Laguna here now. Okay, where exactly do we need to go? Please wait until the bus headed for Caraway Mansion arrives. Talk to me once it's here. Okay, that was easy. Caraway is the head of the Galbadian army. Could this be a coup d'etat? No, I don't think he's out to overthrow the president. Caraway's guard. General Caraway's mansion is right through this gate, but I can't just let you walk in.
I believe he's been informed of our arrival. Yes, indeed, but I was ordered not to let you through until your skills have been tested.
Where's Seed, you know?
Test our skills? What does he want us to do? The tomb of the unknown king is to the northeast. All you have to do is go there. It's real simple, but you have to bring back proof that you were there. Code number. The code number?
What a bummer.
There are many students like yourself who wish to call on General Caraway. There was a student from Galbadia Garden yesterday who has yet to return from the test at the tomb of the unknown king. It is located northeast of the city. Your objective is to go to the tomb of the unknown king, look for traces of this lost student, and return with his ID number. You should be able to find what you're looking for shortly after you go in. ID number should be written on it. I don't recommend going any further than you have to. You may never make it back alive. Anyway, here's the map for you. Press X while inside the tomb of the unknown king to bring it up. I wonder what's the entrance. Probably the south. So 3 areas. One with a rock, one with a chain, and one with nothing. Press A again while the map is displayed to escape from the dungeon, but just remember, your seed rank will go down. Buy a hint, buy a location displayer for 5,000. That might be interesting, although that's totally unnecessary. Okay, escort us out of town. Alright, I'll accompany you out. It's quite convenient if you rent a car when you travel outside. It's not like we're gonna be able to evade fighting even like that. Shit. And now that I'm in the city, might as well try to buy healing items. So we can get Kuragas for one of the missing guys. He doesn't really have it yet. There has to be some kind of shopping area. It's a hotel. Probably not it. Ah, this looks better. Where am I? We are gonna need 10 tents. Is that enough? Okay, let's see the situation. Holy water, curse, zombie curse. Yeah, I'll try to buy 4 of everything. It's not a lot, but no, we have a lot of those. It's not really not a lot, so maybe I should buy more. They are also fairly cheap. Let's say 10 of each. That way, if we get tagged on by this annoying thing, we have a way to combat them. And I don't have a lot of uses for money anyway. We are still left with 10,000. Life recovery medicine, please. No, not this. Ah, this is status effect. More zombie powder. bit better mix. Quizzes, thanks to this, probably has the best selection of stats so far. Still, more importantly, everyone has approximately 3,000 hit points, so we can deal with a lot of trouble. Wonder if we have, yeah, we're lacking steel pipes. That's the reason we can't really do any weapon upgrades. Ooh, Renoa with the Valkyrie. Sheer Feather, Magic Stone, we probably should buy it. Not sure how much of a difference it really makes. In certain cases, like the case of us, it'll probably make a massive difference. I mean, Squall, the main character, because his limit break is determined by the weapon. Usually it's just a few strikes, but sometimes it's something else. MC station. Incidental residence. Yeah, this is very confusing city. More mainly because it's how it constantly changes sort of a perspective. It's hard to say at what side of the city you're even on. Ah, the way. Missile base. Why do I see a missile base in the map? Video card. In northeast, so somewhere in this little peninsula there should be what we're looking for.